Hello everyone and welcome back to Vampire The Masquerade Coteries of New York. So I think we have maybe 2-3 videos left, if my previous series was any indicator. Okay, so if you're encouraged to press the time, it seems urgent you find her already waiting for you and clearly pondering something. Takes a few moments of awkward silence before she speaks. Require your assistance, boss. There was a matter of great importance I need to ask you to resolve for me. You find what I'm about to say surprising, I'm sure, but I need you to hear me out. I need you to contact an important anarch figure in New York City and arrange a meeting for us. Aren't meetings with anarchs forbidden? I'm pretty sure we are not supposed to meet with anarchs. We're at war, right? Friends says look unfavorable though to meet with anarchs. That much is true. You find that with this as well. Many other things, the camera's policies have more than the show of hypocrisy inherent in them. Comes hand in hand with using medieval power structures. So yeah, you shouldn't do that, but at the same time, we do it anyway. What we forbid you, the prince may do willingly. So these things can be done in the open world, others are kept secret to not invite discord and discontent. You need to contact a man named Torg. Torg? Torg. He is an influential member of the movement, and like most of them, very suspicious of the camera. That's why I'm sending you to extend my invitation. Wait, Torg? You ain't from like Borderlands? We're gonna make a bunch of explosive weaponry? So are you scheming, Sophia? Sarah to me, what next? Something to offer, Torg. A chance to set things straight, both for the anarchs and for us, especially for us. From my limited sources, Jason and Move, I care that your best chance to speak to Torg is to first meet with his right-hand woman, Mia. She's a regular club called the Leech Pit. I think it would be best if you present yourself as an anarch hopeful. Legend looking for a place to belong. Only after you talk to Torg directly should you mention my name in the meeting. You know, lying to I don't know that's right approach. Lying to them won't make them trust me. When they find out the truth, they won't be happy or eager to work with us. Why be truthful if you tell me I wrote that I sent you. She's likely to cut you off. She hates our set and it would be difficult to make her list as reason. After time, I suggest that we do not speak of this again until you arrange a meeting. There are many who would jump at the chance to use this against us. Kai, you proving you could get the job done. It requires additional legwork. I trust you to deal with this task as quickly and covertly as possible. You know, there's probably like, what, 5 Nosferatu in here, all recording this anyway? Gonna be that's all the time we can spare tonight. Why I'm asking you is just part of a bigger whole. Trust me, it'll all be worth it. Will it, though? Will it? Somehow I doubt. Though I'll do my best. I know you will. Check with Gregory for the address of the Leech Pit. Let me introduce you to Torg when she does. Tell him I wish to meet. Let him pick the time and place, but let me soon. Prove to guard. Tell him I have something that will help him go hours against Boss Callahan. That should pique his interest. Feel like I can obviously not worry about this to anyone else. Not even any new friends you might have made in recent nights this stage between us. But she says that fine sense of just not so fair a threat, but her warm smile belies the impression. You want her to keep trusting you, wouldn't want to disappoint her. She's using presence on me again, isn't she? Greg gives you the address. The club is in Brooklyn. Apparently it's some kind of heavy metal bar with a dedicated concert space. Time to pay this me a visit. Place is teeming with people tonight. And copyright music, probably. Right in the middle of a concert, the music is loud, almost deafening, and it takes you a while to get used to it. You recognize the phrase or two of the lyrics and realize that you know the song they're playing, a poster confirms your suspicion. It's a Life of Agony tribute band, and they're not half bad. Probably still copyright flags, though. To a few dozen patrons or tightly packed together in the smell of their sweat and youthful sight of blood, or warms your own toes with some difficulty that you turn to the task at hand. But what? Oh, ambience. I was like, so why is the music not focused by music? That's a very good question. Like, why is the music not focused by music? You heard your share about the animals and how they fit into kindred politics, but you only have your short encounter in Corona Park on which to base your actual opinion of the pageant. It might have just been a horror at first impression, but you're keeping your guard up just in case. And let's just mingle with the crowd for a bit. You take a walk around the club. There's a few side rooms and a spacious bar area. Listening on the conversation take place with voices hoarse from shouting and walking on a particularly sloppy threesome in the bathroom. Well, that's a thing. And eventually hit the dance floor for a better feel of the place. The concert comes to an end. You witness one of the guests, a feisty looking girl, begin to scuffle with a larger drunk guy. She doesn't seem to appreciate him reaching around her waist. Slapping him with an audible crack that sends her to the ground unconscious. She bounces break up the crowd and pick up the drunk to carry myself without so much question the woman. You get an inkling that she might be who you were hoping to find. Approach her, she's about to leave. Yeah, the fuck do you want? Still seeing it bears her teeth. Just a moment, but you've learned what to look for in Canada. You're pretty sure she's one of you. I'm interested in learning a bit about anarchy. You wouldn't happen to have some first-hand experience, would you? Yeah, seriously, that's the best line you came up with. That's probably she doesn't hit you either. Follow me behind the bar. Leads you through the bar to a back door that leads into a side room. Any metal pen posters plastered on every wall, some of them 20 or more years old, judging from the tour dates. An old sticky table and some rickety chairs with only a piece of furniture hill. Sit down. Sure. Take a seat as the woman leans against one of the walls. Name's me, I'm guessing your visit here is a happy coincidence. I don't know if you even knew in New York or kept an outstanding low profile. Both sound suspects. Before we take these presidencies forward, answer me this. Who do you run with? I can't really grasp when I'm looking to switch. Is that so? She looks you up and down. It's hard to read her. Hey, sure, Pipe, but let's get one thing out of the way. She leans in. This is some clever boy to oust me from my domain, or if you're just here to spy on me and the movement. I'll make sure you don't enjoy Undeaf much longer, got? Well, here's the thing. I'm gonna assume that we're probably actually a few generations lower than she is, probably. The problem though is she has more experience and probably more invested more skill points into things than we have. Cause, you know, we don't get a fun leveling up thing. We just the game makes us feel like, you know, we never really level up, but we are just still pretty good at what we do, supposedly. There's a pretty rhetorical question. Right, here's the pitch. The camera later realized the things of the vanilla option. Well, we're Prince Bitch fan hard, pretending that they were always in charge, but New York has never been a full Camry city. Yeah, it was mostly Sabat. I won the city in '99, but Camps have had their asses handed to them many times over the years, and the movement has been here at least as long as they have. I moved to New York City before World War II, and that was a good while after I saw the camera for what they are. Way to keep us all substituted in line. After World War II, I'd say she's at least probably Gen 10. Well, the hell was Gen 10, though? Gen 10, Gen 11, something around, though. The Ivory Tower, no name for the camera. What about capes? All that. They're the only safeguard for the traditions, and that's kind of the problem. That's not one tradition we in the movement feel should be respected. The masquerade, obviously. See, that's the thing. Like, it feels weird, though, that basically... So Bloodlines didn't do a good job of depicting the Anarchs, in my opinion. Because, basically... Because the thing is, you're really only taught about, you know... Like in Bloodlines, you're not really taught anything about the Sith traditions. Except for basically the Masquerade, practically. Oh, and I guess the progeny thing and a few others. Well, but they don't really tell you the traditions. Hell, Jack doesn't even tell you the traditions. He just tells you about the Masquerade, because everyone knows about the Masquerade. Yeah, so basically the way they depicted the Anarchs in the Bloodlines, it's all, okay, so you oppose the ideas of the Camarilla, but you both still do this whole Masquerade thing. And yet that was the main thing, that the Camarilla was all about upholding the Masquerade. But the Anarchs are also upholding the Masquerade. For obvious reasons, because the Masquerade is what keeps you guys from being hunted to death. So it's like, okay, so if you're both doing the same thing, what? Because yeah, they didn't really bring up the other traditions. But anyway, there's only one tradition we in the movement feel should be respected. The Masquerade, obviously. Everything else after Prince and Sure Terrier is a logical continuation of the Masquerade, but really it's just a way to keep the Elders powerful and in control. Yes, Elders. Yes, a vampire who's experienced at least 2 or more centuries of fun life. Elders are the most active participants in the jihad, the secret self-destructive war waged between the ancient undead. Elder vampires tend to manipulate the lesser kin, using them as pawns in a teleport game, the rules of which defy comprehension. In a way, you could say Kristoff technically became an elder when he, you know, slept for over 1,000 years, but... Was he really experiencing 2 or more centuries of unlife when he was just basically in torpor for that long? Questionable. Yes. But remember, Elders are the most active participants in the Jihad, the secret self-destruct war waged between the ancient and undead. Elder vampires tend to manipulate the lesser-kin, using them as pawns in a terrible game. Because it's all very stupid if you think about it. Basically, you have all of them basically plotting against each other. Honestly, it's like the fucking Sith. I mean, honestly, if you think about it, vampires are basically just the Sith. It all comes down to the fact that they're all just basically plotting against each other for their own power gains. And only a few of them have actual real power. The rest of them are just plotting for little scraps of more power over each other, more positions of higher authority. When in the real grand scheme of things, only a few of them actually have power. Which, yeah, it makes sense. If you think about the vampires is basically Sith. Especially in the Camarilla. It's that whole... So here's the thing, you take vampires as basically put them all into the evil category. So Camarilla would be your lawful evil, right? Anarchs would be your neutral evil. And Sabbat would be your chaotic evil. If we had to go by definition, so. Cause Camarilla are your lawful evil because they're all trying to set the rules and run their own, society where everyone obeys. But it's still technically evil. So, lawful evil. Whereas the anarchs are trying to keep, opposing this lawful evil and doing their own thing. Well, still obey the masquerade, because, we don't need it. Because getting yourselves revealed to humanity and everyone dead isn't good for anyone. Whereas then you have the Sabbat, which were chaotic evil. In which case, they don't really give a shit about the masquerade or any of that. They're just gonna go, murk a bunch of people. But yet at the same time, they don't. Cause they don't care about humanity or the masquerade, but yet at the same time, they're not openly violating the masquerade, usually, so. It's very... Because they're not openly breaking the masquerade, usually. Minus some points, because it's not like, it's not like a pack of shovelheads are just wandering out, starting to blast everyone in a few mile radius. But still. It's almost like everyone sort of behaves under the masquerade, even the Sabbat to an extent. They just don't care about their humanity. Anyway. Grimaces. Here's the thing, for all this talk about us bloodsuckers being solitary creatures, we need a community to keep up the masquerade. Community, yes, but authority, not so much. See, that makes sense. You need to keep your vampires in contact with each other just so they can look out for each other. But yet with all those rules, Then again, I wouldn't say I'm exactly with the anarchs. Then again, I'm not with the Camarilla. Not really with the Sabbat. I sort of do prefer the lone path. We need counter appear to keep the assholes and power drunk. Legends in check, but not feudal appointments to tell you where to feed or who to hunt down when they step on your toes. Tastes pretty brave for me, didn't it, Rant? So the anarchs don't have a ruler? Everyone else, but leaders, sure. Most follow Boss Callahan's lead. Sound like an anarch prince? Baron. Baron. Yeah, that's about right, which is the way things should be. You're concerned about being well received in the city. You might need to go through Callahan, but if you're serious about the Anarchic cause itself, he's not your guy. Callahan needs to have legends that you in. Shits out self-preservation. Its position is Baron is mighty shaky now, not least due to the fact he's backstabbed more than a show of power-wise. Baron! As his most basic, a Baron is a strong anarch who controls territory with authority of those living in. The most common types of Barons is a lick who has a city, neighborhood, or even just a building. The other common type is a Baron who attempts to control an entire city on his own. Local strongman animal. Behaves suspiciously like a camera or prince. Yeah. There's a lot of misconceptions about that in Bloodlines because Nines is sort of like a camera or prince. I mean, Anarch Prince, my bad. It's basically like a Baron. The only problem, though, is he doesn't want to accept that role. Isaac clearly takes the role to heart, like, oh, I'm just the Baron of Hollywood. You know. I'm clearly a follower of the Anarch movement, and I'm a Baron. But yet, Nines doesn't want to be a Baron. But yet, he has more influence over the majority of them. Anyway. So he's doing what any other old foreign's position power do. He's doubling down, negotiations, that's what intimidation is. And timing ranks as a precaution against the Second Inquisition. Surprised by packing his feet on the ground in disgust. Spend some time with the cannons. That should sound very familiar to you. He's no better than Panhard, and her cronies are at this point. Now we need to contact Torque. Well, you know what you're looking at because I'm the elect to do it through. So how is Torque different? Well, fuck, you really asking for it. No, I'm asking how is he different. I flowers up again. I feel that was just a naive question, not a half-assed jab. Torque is a leader, a local Baron who's overseeing a small domain, but doing a very good job of it. Callahan knows it, so he's giving him shit. Torque is taking like a champ. It's smart like that for one of us rebels. Got the patience of a saint. Makes you think back to how things used to be back when, if the story should be believed anyway. But me, I'm gonna require a show of goodwill first. Now, what do you have in mind? Flash your mischievous half smile. Read your readiness, but I don't have the details just now. Ask for me at the bar when you're able. I'll leave something for you and we'll take it from there. Come on, I gotta go. Watch out of the bar and you go your separate ways. Since there's nothing more to do than return your letter and see if me can help you contact Torque. Well, time to go do side stuff. Oh shit, we don't have much side stuff. I don't even have my stock request. Anyway, back to Benoit, because I've done these two. I want you to meet you again at the cathedral. You wonder where it will be. That mysterious priest will be there. Start to look at church is differently since your last encounter with Benoit. You're not sure what happened inside, but it was unavoidably real. You felt it. I mentioned that being in the presence of Father Anthony's faith would eventually kill someone like you, an undead being. He believed him. Doesn't seem to be very common, though. In New York, you pass thousands of people every night, and none of them made you feel so afraid and insignificant. Well, none of them have real true faith now, do they? When it comes to someone like Father Anthony in a subway or a nightclub, you would know. There were so many... There are many churches in the 5 boroughs, and you're pretty sure most of them don't contain someone whose faith could touch you in this way. Yet you've become wary. They just might. Still tonight the cathedral looks as before. Striking landmark icons is a similar faith for people who have no idea that vampires exist in their midst. Then the questions of faith and myth are theatrical or philosophical. For you, though, same questions telling you to find the meaning of your new existence. Think of the cathedral like an old hand. If it's going to church has been a regular part of your life. Inside the cathedral is almost deserted. You're not sure if you're... You mean, been there alone, the idea of filling Father Anthony's faith when you entered flesh freezes you with terror. Mary's waiting for you in the front pew to the cathedral is that same spot where you saw Father Anthony. What would you prefer you don't feel the touch of faith that shook you before? Then not you sit next to him in the pew. I have like so many questions. The only part last me and there were so many questions I'm not sure where I can find the answers. There are some things where you grow dissatisfied with me. I want to find answers on your own, that request would never end. You had some time to think. I'm guessing you found the touch of Father Anthony's faith hard to ignore. Most people, God's presence is Christian faith. When I talk with Father Anthony, it feels like proof. It's fervent and intense as he speaks. Clearly these questions have consumed his existence. Perhaps they'll consume yours too. You know we don't believe this is counterculture, or share stories about where we came from, right? And that's one way to look at it. All religions can... You reduce the culture of myths if you were so inclined. Personally, I think the reality of our condition proves that this is more than myth. And those around reflexes to make sure nobody's listening. There are only a few people in the Norwich Cathedral, and they don't seem to be interested in two lovers murmuring to each other in the front pew. Might seem like ancient history, things that happened thousands of years ago. But that was different for our kind. The stories are true that Methuselah still exists who walked the earth when Jesus was alive. So Methuselah, a vampire who's existed for a millennium or more. Basically for over 1,000 years. I mean, technically you could think of Kristoff as that because he did sleep for like 1,000 years. But an elder who no longer participates in a kindred society. Methuselah is rumored to hail from the 4th and 5th generations. Well, it depends. Okay, then it's no longer thinking. Kristoff was what? 8? 9? 7? Somewhere place in there? Probably around 7, I think. But anyway, a vampire who exists for a millennium or more. See, that right there makes sense, but then when you go to the whole from the 4th or 5th generations, that's when it gets a bit sketchy. Cause, yeah, that's definitely ways back. Because, you know, the 3rd generation, or the antediluvians, basically, you know, the ones that basically have so much power that it's stupid in terms of the whole world of darkness setting. It's pretty stupid. Like, honestly though. Which brings up the whole redemption thing. Right? Redemption thing. So, let's say Kristoff's what? Generation 7? Yeah, Generation 7. Let's go with that. I'm not entirely sure. Like... Alright. Internet, can you give me... definition of Kristoff Romero? Romeo, yes. So what generation was he? Wait, he was generation 9? What the What? What? I thought he'd be at least 7. That means that Katerina the Wise was only 8. I figured Katerina the Wise would be at least 8. Oh, actually she is 7 through delivery. But anyway, so yeah, Crystal. I mean, it was that technically noted a few times. Technically, it's almost mentioned in Shadows of... Well, let's leave that be for now. But yeah, if he's only 9th generation, possibly 8th if he non-descendant lose Lucretia, but that would change his humanity, so... Actually, he wasn't... Actually, it wasn't 1,000 years, because he was embraced back in 1194. And he went to 1999. So basically, 1194 to 1999. Yeah, that's only about, what? 800, 900 years? Anyway. So now, 9th generation. Shit. Give me a second. So what it would be Voodoo X generation? Fair for possibly fortune. God, I thought as much. Okay. So yeah. So let's say Voodoo X is 4th or 5th gen, right? And Christoph 9th gen. By all definitions, there's no way Christoph should have even stood a chance against Voodoo back then. Cause with that much, if he's been around for that long, technically, well, mostly sleeping till, 1999. But still, if he's been around for that long, he should have the ability to just snap his fingers and have complete control over Kristoff, basically. Hell, could probably just blood explode him. But the problem, though, is... the problem with storytelling and gameplay, right? Cause storytelling and, well, pen and paper, you sort of have to follow more set rules and guidelines. It's like basically trying to do D&D with, like, say, a level 1 fighter that somehow decides to go up against... well, let's say Mind Flayer. By all definition, the level 1 fighter probably is not going to win against a level, well, let's say 13 Mind Flayer. But let's say they somehow rode a train and somehow did enough damage to take out Mind Flayer, which doesn't seem likely, Mindful Light probably has at least over 100 HP, and the fire probably has maybe 20 at most. Well, maybe like 12 at most, actually. So, yeah. It's one of those situations where definitely doesn't make sense in terms of pen and paper and actual roleplay thing. But for game perspective, you have to basically give leniency to the fact that the player has to be able, that the player should be able to make these choices, be able to, you know, win these fights, supposedly. The whole purpose of leveling up is becoming stronger so you can fight the bosses and win. But yeah. It's like, for example, why it's hard to make games around the whole Call of Cthulhu stuff, the whole Lovecraftian mythos, because it's hard to make games around that because the problem with fighting eldritch horrors is they just cause your sanity to go poof, and then you go fucking insane, and usually 90% of the time the player ends up offing themselves rather than try to comprehend what they've experienced. Because that's why most Lovecraftian things don't have good endings, because the player can't handle it. That's why you fight like things like, you know, lesser things, deep ones maybe. Some weird eldritch horror thing, but not actually, you know, old gods or anything. Because, yeah, this is not something a player character can really face. It's like, well, in D&D would be like basically going up against, like, any of the gods as just a regular player character. You have no way to win against one of them. They have stats much higher than yours, and you have no chance of winning. Like, even if you are basically the ball spawn, you're still just basically technically mortal until you inherit your destiny, which then it's debatable for how long you'd survive. Basically, my point is, storytelling in this is a lot more like World of Darkness will. Yeah, you're not going to survive if you run into Methuselah. Compared to Vampire The Masquerade Redemption, well, oh yeah, sure. I've leveled up enough, I should be able to take that. So long as I use exploiting moves such as, like, Feral Claws and Ice Prison of Ice, should be easy. And what about the antediluvians? I promise that old vampires lie. They adjust history to suit their egos. Well, what about the Book of Nod? Sure, some of those ran out before the Masquerade established. Of course, the Tremere miniatures manuscripts in the libraries. I've seen a few if you have the chance. I recommend looking at them. This is how the story goes. Isn't that also the Book of Nod that just has fragments from back then? So, Chris Kane is punished with the murder of Abel. Kane walked the night shunned by humanity and drank blood just to sustain himself. Even from the point of origin we are damned. However, the story becomes very interesting when we move forward. Kane creates more of her kind, often referred to the second generation. What about Lerith? No mention of Lerith? Generation. The number of steps between the vampire and the mythical Kane. How far descended from the first, the given vampires. Low generation proves great power, just as it does a strong curse and hunger. So yeah, remember, basically you have your first being Kane, second being, 3, 4 of them, I forget the names. Third being your 13 or so antediluvians, could be more. And then your 4th or 5th, you know, Methuselah, 7th, 8th. Then 9th, 10th. Well, we're at basically. And then, you know, forward down until you get to your thin bloods. They were the first city, later called Enoch, roaring openly over the seas and human habits. See, the first city is Cain's redemption, cursed by God to wander here. He made himself as a ruler and lawgiver, acting as an immortal shepherd to humanity. Sure to go wrong in the second generation, begat the third, and vampires started to run amok. So, the third generation, the antediluvians, who founded the great vampire clans, traced a direct lineage of blood to the antediluvian hero clan. The progenitors, members of the dreaded third generation, the founders of the 13 vampire clans. Though, to be fair, Giovanni went named Cappadocius. That Jamil drained their power from someone, so there was that. Not much more about them than we know about the second generation. After the first city, Cain largely departs the sword. Perhaps he was disarmed by the deprivation of his sins. The antediluvians were to build a second city in imitation of the first voters, dealt with their rulers just. People move the cathedral bowl. You better have made sure none get close enough to hear you talk. Many of the people you've seen have been elder or disabled, so it's not surprising that you hear the squeak of a wheelchair. As long as you notice that you overhear an older woman speaking with a Russian accent mention Father Anthony. Let us find Father Anthony and see if he can help us. From what I have heard, he is an exceptional man. Turn to look and see 2 men and women. All 3 are in their 50s, clearly well worn by life. One of the men purchased the woman in a wheelchair. She's dark-haired and intense, seemingly only half in this world. Yeah, exceptional, but he doesn't like wolves. Speaker short of the men. More animated worried, he was probably a strong man as you, perhaps even an athlete. His voice carries a Midwestern accent. My interest in whether he likes blank bodies. You and I look at each other, this is bad news. Well, these 3 are, they can't be good for you. Yeah, we need to get out, let's meet outside. I'm not to call attention, so you decide to move to the side of the cathedral and pretend to pray an altar. But casually towards the side, away from the 3 approaching mortars. Feel the eyes pouring to the your back, but you force yourself to be cool. There's no one to be seen, you blinked and he disappeared. In bursts of speed, you worried it was too conspicuous, but maybe the mortars missed it. She admired the architecture for a while before glancing back at the trio. They've settled the that spot you just talked about, apparently waiting for something, approaching hushed tones. She's sure their attention's after you would start walking briskly down the side aisle toward the exit. And that was a close call. Fuck you, Ben. So who were those 3? You recognize them? I'm not sure. Oh, the talking of few to nature's vampire hunters, they're going to say. One of them is supposed to be a woman in a wheelchair. That seems like it could be hard to hunt vampires in a wheelchair, but... Second family looks at you if there's one where we should say something. One thing I've always wondered about the story of Cain. The tradition of the camera put a lot of faith in the relationship between sire and child. First of all, the example would make her. But Cain didn't really seem to help with the vampire's embrace. Did he think you were some stage career kind? But do the camera or the camera really care what Cain thinks? I mean, isn't that the whole thing about the Cameroons? They sort of downplay the whole existence of the antediluvians. And Cain, for that matter. They don't really give a shit. Most don't still he was the progenitor. You know, I'm Sophie's child. Oh, so that means you're Tramiel, and you're her protege. It's amazing that we show appreciation for the mythologies of our kind. Consider Sophie as their interest in the questions of the spirit. You said, Bennett, you knew there was something you wasn't telling you, but in all the talk about Kay and the person you forgot about. Now the question is, what does this mean? Does Sophie know her child is talking to you? Probably not. Probably doesn't count. Going against me, but I might find some pleasure in seeing you suffer the fits of fall from Anthony's faith. First, that's the demon in me. Dude, not cool. Lucky that was not okay. Do you think I can make you regret? You'll get over it. Well, he's right. We probably will. You know, we should meet again. We talk so much about myth, but maybe that's cowardly when the reality of faith is right in front of us. I'll introduce you to Father Anthony. Yeah, because that's totally a great idea. Totally. Totally with the burning, sewing fun. You know, I'm not sure whether that's a good idea. Bennett walks away and you follow his example, not wanting to hang around the cathedral any longer. Oh good, I could just go rest. You come back to your haven after a long night. Right before you open the door, you notice something strange. The sound of television coming from your apartment. Madman, if you're not mistaken. You open the door and carefully peek in. A young, disheveled woman is curled up on herself. She has a blanket pulled up on top of her. It seems very comfortable. Natural light in an obviously unconscious, preppy woman. Oh, you're home. Right, you. And here's where we end that. No, we'll continue. The one reaches for the remote and puts Madman on pause. Went home, so I started about you. You know, Netflix and chill. Sure. Trimming the space on the sofa. I brought a snack. It's just... Sure. You enjoyed the last time. No one points to the unconscious girl. I forgot my name is Adeline. Adeline Davis. Like you a lot. Help yourself in it. Help yourself and settle in. Netflix and chill. My space on the sofa shit. Down between her and the unconscious mortal. You lay into drink from the girl's hand and use the remote to turn Madman back on. Girl moans sleepily. She drinks from him. But doesn't wake. Blood tastes pleasant and hurried a far cry from the adrenaline blood you get it. A hunted veteran who knows you're coming. They let the girl's room close. Sit back on the sofa. Adeline lies down and rests her head on your lap. Isn't this nice? It's a bit creepy, but sure. Both like madmen. Me too, reminds me of another life long ago. However, if I wasn't quite like it is on the show, more blood and screaming. Watch the show together taking small steps for the human every now and then. You didn't know vampires could spend time like this. Oh, I really want that to be a thing. I like Bloodlines too. It's just you have a, just a human snack that you can share back and forth as you watch TV. It's pretty great. You didn't know vampires could spend time like this. George, your apartment opens, your mind is outward and you react slowly. Silver strides into your living room. She has a key to your haven and never borrows to knock, of course. You are shacking up with Adeline Davis, just a scourge of snug harbor in the flesh. This is a new low for you, fledgling. I'm embarrassed for you, really. Perhaps I should not be surprised. Oh, come on, Sophie, let me have this. It's fun. Please don't degrade yourself further. They used the room making sure to give as wide of a berth to Sophie as possible. So waits for the door of the apartment to close before she speaks. The clan, the moonshine, not advise caution when dealing with them. She watched Sophie make the phone call 10 minutes later. Two of servants arrived to remove the unconscious girl sprawled on your sofa. I need my help. Home tonight, but let me see if I can resolve your stalker problem for real. That's wonder what Sophie meant by that. She leaves your haven. You're right for the leech pad, finding it less rowdy than the last time. Bar still packed, but the dance floor is empty. Tonight, instead, the over-cracking speakers are playing music that would probably sound like noise even on high-end hardware. He has nowhere to be seen, but you do remember to request that you asked for her at the bar. Of course, the bar as the bartender finishes pouring a beer for an older guy in a faded, frayed Iron Maiden t-shirt. She turns to you. What can I get for you? Did anyone leave a message for me? Ring a bell? And maybe she looks at you up and down when a spark of recollection shines her eyes. Oh yeah, that's right. She takes a well-worn book from behind the counter. Some kind of vampire novel. Flips through it. Produces a piece of young adult vampire novel. And flips through it. She produces a piece of paper from between the birch page and passes it to you. Don't you be interested in reading this? I read to cry card and take a look at the note. He wants to meet you. But you need to improve your torch for it. Look around the leash pit. Find a guy named Bruce. Buff dude, tattoo sleeve on the right arm. 9% sure he's someone's retainer. Then just fires by the cow. Give the name of his master right on this card, then return to the bar. A human who serves a vampire master. Can we really go without at least a few of these mortals, both for convenience and protection? So, are you saying it's not a ghoul? Because that sounds like a ghoul. Doesn't it? Doesn't that sound like a thing? Can we go for at least a few of these mortals, but for convenience and protection? Doesn't sound like a ghoul. Oh, anyway. Guess that's one that isn't a ghoul. Until you learn to locate this Bruce guy, he sits along a corner. Two beer glasses are empty on his table. He wants to consider your approach. Well, here's the thing. He's only human. Yeah, we just ate, so strike up a conversation. The man may notices you, but doesn't move from a spot. The other seats are empty. You force the blood to boost your attractiveness. It's not just Bruce who notices he's into you, so other people do, and don't take you as they pass your table. Hey, you. Have I ever seen you here before? Probably. It's a conscious hour night. Oh yeah, Mo. Great to see you again. I know you're here because somebody asked you to spy on this place. That makes me very happy you gave me their name. Oh, what do you mean, Sam? Guy himself realized what you're doing, his eyes draw over your shoulder. Thought you had him cornered. But he suddenly leaps over the table, wants to move and dashes through the sparse cloud. I'm not really good at this. Because here's the thing. Presence command. He wouldn't have been able to move. Hell, well, we don't have dominate. But still, presence command. He wouldn't have been able to move. Voting alright. Well, let's just go catch up to him. Throwing caution to the wind, you focus your blood. You chase after Bruce. You might be faster than a human, but spirits are a fraction of yours. Station to a nearby and you follow suit. Before you can jump the fence, you tackle him to the ground. Short brawl out. You standing a few meters apart, Bruce eyeing you with hatred. I mean, I could keep doing that. Last time your cover's blown, I was told who you are. Better come clean, your master's name, that's all I need. Bullshit, besides you'd kill me if I told you, and I quite like being alive. Well, I mean, the problem though is this is a waste of blood. Let's just start beating the name out of them. Yep, see, too much blood usage though. Definitely a bit too much blood usage. Shouldn't have used that much blood. Glad you came in this time you're not pulling any punches. Bruce's ribs crack, you dislocate, sure, a break through his teeth. Don't for me to mess. Please, oh fuck, no more man, please. Ready to talk? Samira, her name's Samira, okay? Just no more, please. Leave him without batting alone. Sure, talk when you had the chance, at least that's what you're telling yourself. You make your way back to the leech pit. Try to leave something for Mia. Go a pen from the bar and flip Mia's note to the other side. Samira, you put the name down on the piece of paper, hoping you got it right. Who before you think? Well, the night at least when the anarch ah yeah, that was it, the woman the prince talked to. She was pretty grim. He's hoping it was all worth it and won't go back to bite you in the ass. Pass the piece of paper to the bartender, she sets it back in the same book. 1 second, she wanted me to pass something on to you. Here's a cell phone from behind the counter. It's aged at least 15 years out of date. Oh right, and this. No charge for the piece of junk in your hand. You really did think of everything. She said she'll be in touch. Take you a moment to remind yourself how to operate this thing, and you find that phone book is blank. There's no Wi-Fi connector, no save messages. It's got a version of Snake though. Oh god, an old Nokia. Well, that thing's probably could survive being in a war. We can go play Snake though. Oh, that's great. Sorry, over the end of the domain. Improved it may take hours for pages with your annual content no site. You decide to move on for the night. But I could use some blood, you know. Hope your educated guesses based on scraps of your info collection would be enough for me to call you. Not gonna lie, I could use some blood. Hey, somebody watching part 8, part 3. You've had enough of that, have I? I don't remember saying I've had enough of her. Time to head for release and confront her Sophie by your side. Is it? I don't remember saying I had enough of her. Visiting leads from Sophie is always a humble experience. She's connected, well known and important. You're nobody. Oh, but by the way, apparently my blood's no longer an issue. What? What happened to my whole you're low on blood, you need to feed thing? Oh, just apparently it's gone now. So much done this, of course, but it's a special part when you arrive at her. Everyone knows her and she drinks in like it's her birthright. That's Adeline Davis. Let's go say hello. It's about the woman Sophie's referring to Adeline, you're a stalker. It tends to say we're young looking. Okay, even if you've understood correctly. She approached Adeline and she smiled at you, with a darling look at the stage towards Sophie. Don't worry, I don't judge people by the company they keep. That's weird, darling. Let me say this straight. You can't keep doing what you've been doing. You have to leave my poor ward alone. Letters from Sophie to you and giggles. So much for your own, at least, because it makes people glance toward you. And if she's making you do this, don't worry, we'll be together again later. Yeah, let's try a normal date next time. Can't be playing this too much for me. Let's go a normal date next time. Just to look at you not disapprovingly as you expect, perhaps she thinks you're playing a social game like Kindred often do. Oh, I'm sorry. But seriously, as if you forced her out of her comfort zone. Playing games is easier for me. I appreciate it. Let's go on a date some night. And smiles at you shyly and walks away. So always one before speaking. I hope you know what you're doing. Let me know how it goes. Suppose this will be good for a laugh in these tedious times. I'm very sure that you accomplished your goal of getting her Adeline to stop harassing you with strange surprises. Hope she'll hold you to that date only time will tell. Well, Dad just go back to sleep, apparently. Piece of paper sticking out of your mailbox is the computer printout. A note on screen from Google Maps. It reads, meet me at the indicated spot tomorrow at 10 p.m. I'll pick you up and we'll take it from there. No change with the place marked on the map. It is the lookout point near Pier 1, just next to the Brooklyn Bridge. Check the phone there, me a passenger, no message, no missed calls. Yeah, it's a bit fishy, but there's one way to find out who addresses to you. Looks tomorrow evening has been planned out for you. Well, we're just skipping, apparently. Just completely skipping. Go downstairs as soon as you wake up. One more glance at the phone, but no news from Mia. Take the car down to Brooklyn. Park on Front Street and approach the meeting spot cautiously. Figure up about me size standing there, dressed in an oversized jacket and looking out toward Manhattan. She approached, you can hear her muttering something. It's true, but I do not think it true. If I do not think it true, then it cannot be true, and if it cannot be true, then... Amy, is that you? What was around? It's not me, or whoever it is. You've never seen her before. She looks perfectly plain and unmemorable. It's not her, it is you. You are me, and I am you, and we are her, and we are him. Turn around, 3 men, all of them burly and threatening, approach you. One of them takes the lead. So, you got the message. I did. What now? Now you come with us. Boss wants to meet you. Callahan. Now that's Boss Callahan, you fuckface. Suggest you get a move on. We got places to be. Voice of one keeps creeping into your consciousness. The legendary shiver several present throughout this entire conversation. The man cracks his knuckles. Or we could do it the hard way. I haven't had blood in a while, so... Meh, yeah, okay, I'll go with you. Smart. Lead you down to the pier and onto a motorboat. The engine starts. Put this on. Point to the cloth sack while the guy is holding you down. The woman is still there, whisper to herself. Somehow you hear a voice clear in your head. It becomes a nagging suggestion to put the sack over your head. You don't really want to, but your hands go through the motions all the same. It gives you so meant to reach your destination, you think. Then she dives down you later on shore and then further up and incline and through some overgrowth. 10 more minutes of walking maybe until a deep voice reaches your ears. Now Vincent. Vincent, my dear boy, why the herd over our guest place? Well, boss, I thought. No, that would not do. How many times do I have to repeat myself? Vincent, you don't have to think. You have to listen and do what you're told, yes? Yes, boss. But here that we took a sack off our head, will you? The hood comes off. The owner of the deep forest is a curious sight, dressed in what can only be described as Victorian clothing with a monocle and graying red hair. This Callahan? Apologies for Vincent's unacceptable behavior. He can be a little thick sometimes. Isn't that right, Vincent? Yeah, boss, sometimes I will. Leave you I know who I am. Yeah, boss, Garrick. Right you are. I'm guessing you know my role in the city. I represent the anarch movement while you... Well, I'm not quite sure what you represent. I have invited you to find out. Well, let me make myself perfectly clear. I am disappointed you. Truly disappointed. My arrangements made to allow you to make amends. First, I have to make sure you understand what your infraction was. So do you know why you're here? Together on me, we're talk. Ah, yes, you're not stupid. Well, that's a nice change of pace. Torque is in the region of your hill. Towards the region of your hill are the little angry strumpeters, I'm told, yes? Me, oh, how I love to get my hands on a got neck and wring until it breaks. You see, I'm a statesman, that's not the prudent thing to do. No, indeed, the prudent thing to do is to avoid both her and that blasted. Oh, jeez. Ebony skinned mantra of hers. Look at the wars become these nights. Oh, well, that's the thing. Look how this war has become these nights. Here I am lambasting a black man and a woman in front of a whelp of Asian descent. My papa, rest his soul, would not believe it. Well, that's not gonna work. Oh, well, right. That's just a discussion event. Oh, Fletcher, you have no idea who you're messing with. Let's see, with a rage inside you feel insignificant and vulnerable. A rational filtrates over you. You cannot speak up against this man again. You just can't. He's too terrifying. He activated his presence. Now that I have your full attention, I request something from you and you obey me to the letter. Well, that comes later. First, you answer a few questions in front of her. First of which, who pointed you to me? Sophie made me do it. Did you know? Interesting. Why would you want to approach you to talk to somebody like me, I wonder? I went to contact talk, I had to go through Mia. Oh yes, this whole confession loves to use petite girls hide behind. I heard. Now we'll check out. What do you end up discussing? I just want to do a favor to a girl guy named Bruce about his master's name. Oh, that's so precious. Do we know this Bruce? I don't know, no Bruce, boss. My master, Vice Vincent. I'll investigate this myself later. See, that wasn't hard now, was it? Of course, I can't be sure how much of what you told me is true and how much of it's worth about as much as yesterday's horseshit. But I'll find out. I always do. But I do have another one of these nice thoughts, and maybe, just maybe, you'll avoid this upcoming unpleasant episode next time. Gets Vince a sign the Birdman starts hitting you all over. You feel teeth, ribs, and fingers break. Your first mango. I'm Vince's boot, your shoulder dislocated, your nose wrecked. Well, that's enough, Vincent. Leave him be. Now it's been in front of your face a few times to get attention. You can focus on his face. You can, but barely. A man principle. And overnight I would perhaps put you in a casket, dip in concrete, and dump in the Hudson, a favorite of mine during the roaring trains. Ah, it's been a while. Well, like I mentioned before, I'm nothing but prudent. Until the entrance of the stage canon must come before my own needs. And once, I would therefore let you continue your assistance. Here's what I require in return for this boon. You have abandoned me, Torque. I will keep an eye on you. On him. If you want a place with the handouts, you go through me and only me, got? You have to understand why I made my associate's duty and I was just business. We can still work out a mutually beneficial relationship. If I have to leave with that or your final death. Time to go, Vincent. Take the boat back. Leave the fledgling hill. I think they have a lot to think about. Yeah, sure thing, boss. Pleasure making your acquaintance. I want you a dick waffle. Oh, so God. We need blood. Catherine was swinging as new Vincent in his pants. She lay on the ground for a while longer, feeling the blood slowly pouring your body back together. Your hunger growing. Yeah, like that's the thing. We're regenerating. What about, Tamika? That whole blood thing. So long as we have blood, we'll be fine. You have the beast card for substance for safety. For revenge and discipline for your announced third desire. Not to amend yourself enough to appeal more as a muggy vision than possibly mag or walking cat dapper that you. Hail passing, taxi passing, and hip out to your haven. The way there, you were tempted by the beach. You were driving a 30-something over a strong slab of acid, and unbeknownst to a name on his ID, he keeps asking if you should drive you to the hospital. You took on the boat thinking that if you only asked him to pull for 5 minutes, you could feast on his warm blood to the beast's content, drink him whole, nobody would know, over his wife and kids if he has them. Nobody but his boss and cohorts, nobody but you as you look in the mirror tomorrow. Your hunger bed was never before as difficult as it is tonight. Driver stops you in an apartment, there was nobody around. You could do it now. Now! No. Pay drive and walk out fast. Leave the car behind. Don't look back. Look back. Warm my feet. No, through the door up the stairs. Key in the lock. Open the apartment. Walk in and lock yourself in. Very far, watch your haven plus the piece inside you keep snagging, but you kept at bay tonight. Not a small feat given your state. Still weak, you're still not quite mended. You need to rest. Tomorrow you'll have to feed again. Tomorrow you have to consider your next move. Carry on's not the kind of man who quits, but tonight you rest. I mean, tonight we rest. Well, somehow our blood thing's gone. We haven't fed yet, though. So. Oh well, on that note, hope y'all enjoyed. Thank y'all, and have a nice day.